What's up, world? So, for those who are new here, welcome. And for my returning viewers, welcome. This is going to be a very quick video. As you can see, the Toyota emblem in the background. I'm at a car dealership right now. I just had to drop off some paperwork and everything, and but I got some homework, so I haven't dropped the video in a minute. So I was like, let me put something out there, since you know this is the matter that is very important to me, and I think it is imperative to get out there because people need to hear it. And that is going back to the topic of, you know, love, community, unison, joining together, unifying, you know, uniting. I mean, I can't think of, you know, anything else that's can better explain that we just need to come together and work as one, because, you know, the whole defending one and putting down the other, it doesn't work. It just furthers division and it causes more issues. For example, looking at the Cardi B situation right now, it seems like females versus males right now. You know, you got some females saying, like, you know, that's what dude got, he was drugged and robbed, that's what he get, you know, this is what happens to women are drugged and raped and yada yada yada. And it's just like, so we really gonna condone, you know, the assault of another person because one group is constantly assaulted? Like, okay. And it's just, to me, it makes no sense, because if you want, not even if we as women, if we want men to respect us, and not even just men, but if we wanted people to respect our bodies and say, this is your space, I'm gonna respect that and not just invade it like that, you know. If we want people to see us as autonomous creatures, then how can we sit here and really say, like, well, that's what you got, this is what happens to us all the time? That doesn't help nothing. That just furthers divide, you know. And at the end of the day, we don't know what happened. Like, I'm not saying she did rape him, but I'm not saying she didn't. You know what I'm saying? And for those people who think it is impossible for a female to rape a man, you need some education, because what a feminist is about, what feminism is about, is equality in all aspects. Women equally are capable of being rapists, just like men. Just like men are equally capable of falling victim to sexual assault, rapes, etc., just like women. Okay? I just want to put that out there, because you got some confused individuals who think like, it takes a penis to rape. No, it does not. Just like statutory rapes does apply if you have an adult woman dating or messing with a young child, a minor boy. You know what I'm saying? So it still applies. You don't need a penis to motherfreaking commit wrongdoings. Another thing I want to touch on is motherfreaking love in general and unifying, because we don't realize that people are really going through some stuff. Like, I noticed, like, I was going back and forth on this girl post on Facebook a couple of days ago, and we was going back and forth, and we had this whole argument, and the whole, you know, throughout the whole thing, I'm just looking like, yo, we arguing against each other in support of one another. It's just one of us is slightly off. And where I was coming from is that where you identify, or what you identify at, matters just as much as what you are born as. So if I identify as black, that is just as important as the fact that I was born looking like this. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the crazy part. I can also identify as white. You know why? Because it's a social construct, and my mother is biracial. My maternal grandmother is full blood Irish. Her peeps come from, they come from the across the oceans, you know what I'm saying? They ain't from here, you know? I know a lot of Irish motherfucking white people think that, you know, they belong in America because they motherfucking colonized it. Nah, nigga, you don't belong here just like the rest. You know what I'm saying? The only ones that belong here are Native Americans and Native Mexicans. If you don't fall in there, you ain't a motherfucking native here. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, and so I can identify as motherfucking white because I am white. But you will have people try to say, you're not white because you don't look white. You were born black. No, nigga, I am what I say I am. I am what I identify as, because at the end of the day, we humans across all races, which is a social construct, and for those people who don't know what a social construct is, I'm not about to give you the motherfucking book terminology. I'm going to give you the layman version, okay? A social construct basically means a made-up term to give a motherfucking universal meaning across the, you know what I'm saying? So, for instance, this right here is black. This right here is blue. We gonna say it's motherfucking blue and black, just so when you look at it, you can tell me, when I say, hey, what color is this? Blue, black. We equally understand this is blue, this is black. That's a social construct. I'm not born black. You know why? Because I'm not born a motherfucking social construct. Let me explain that. All right? Motherfucking humans, all across the board, in all races, we share 99% of the same DNA. There is 1% that is different, and that's what makes us individually different. That's what makes me, me. That's what makes you, you. If I am black and you watching this are Mexican, that 1% makes you, you know, you. Your DNA is different from mine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it as in that social construct of Mexican. I'm saying that genealogy, you know, the actual genetics. Let me tell you, because we got some people who think that motherfucking race is an innate thing because it distinguishes what it's actually intertwined with culture and all that stuff, and people feel that race distinguish cultures and all that other stuff. Let me explain something to you. Race, I'm not born black because there's not a genetic code in my body that says black. Okay? There isn't. It's not. It doesn't exist. What is in my body is melanin. Okay? And what we socially have constructed as a white individual, if you had a white individual and me standing side by side and you looked at our DNA will say, this young lady right here has more melanin than this pale young lady right here. That's all that's gonna say. It doesn't say black, white, black, Hispanic, black, Chinese, black, Asian, black, Palestinian. It doesn't say that. It doesn't. It says some stuff about eye color, you know, about my motherfucking nose. It doesn't say nothing about that motherfucking term, race. So I just wanted to put that out there. We need to love one another. And I went down that whole spiel because I realized going back and forth with that young lady on her post, man, there's some people out here. We are battling some internal issues. Now, I don't want to put the specifics, but I will say that there are some people out here, and I've done seen it firsthand, even through my family, where they are black and you couldn't tell them you are black. In their mind is like, I don't want to hear it. Don't remind me of that dreadful fact. Okay, I worship the white man. I have some of those, and then I have the family members that are motherfucking biracial. Them jokers can pass as something else other than black when I say that, okay? If they black and Puerto Rican, these jokers, some of these jokers can pass as Puerto Rican. If they black and white, some of these jokers can pass as white. You see what I'm saying? You let these jokers talk, open up their mouth. I remember a couple of years ago, they didn't want to claim black. I'm white, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Mexican, I'm whatever. I'm just not black, even though they daddy or they mama was the same thing connecting my black tail to them, but they not black. All right. So at one point they wasn't black. They grew up motherfreaking life slapped them in the face and made them realize that racism exists, bigotry exists, discrimination and prejudice exists. And so now these niggas want to hop motherfucking boats, and now all of a sudden they black. Now mind you, you are what you say you are. I'm all good with that. But do not motherfucking hop the motherfucking bandwagon. Now you no longer white, you no longer Hispanic or whatever. Now you black, you pro-black, you this black. And you so black to the point that you, nigga, you done forgot that you something else. You Hispanic, you're Asian, you're white, you F white people, F Asians, all about black people, black. That does nothing, okay? You can be proud of your motherfucking socially constructed term called race. You can be proud of that and not motherfucking put somebody else down. That is what we are fighting against right now with the motherfucking white people. You know what I'm saying? Some mental health needs fixing, all right? And I'm not saying that to make light of it, because for those who don't know, and that we'll put that in a whole nother video, but I myself was diagnosed in 2013 while I was in the military. I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder and major depressive disorder. And so this is something that I deal with on a regular basis. I go to school full time. You know, I deal with life. I deal with the white side of me, you know, showing hate towards me because I'm black. I have the black side of me hating me because skin, I look black, but I don't act black. I don't live black. I'm in the suburbs. My educational background doesn't resemble black, but I'm very vocal, you know what I'm saying? But this is stuff that I deal with, and it gets to the point sometimes where, like, I literally just be going through my Facebook deleting people. Like, half the time you ain't even gotta do nothing to me. It's just I got so much going on that I'm dealing with that I go and, you know, I'm going through and deleting people because people don't realize that this whole focusing on race and sex and motherfreaking gender, and when I say sex, I really meant sexuality and gender, and when they focus on all this and employment status and whether or not you got kids and, oh, your clock running out, nigga, you almost 30, how you ain't got kids yet? They don't realize that that takes effect on people's psyche. How do you even know that I'm capable of having kids? You know what I'm saying? And then when it gets to that point, I'm not saying that that's how it is, but just imagine you put all that pressure on your niece, your sister, your cousin, your moms or whatever, and you put that pressure on her, and you like, hey, where your kid at? You know, why you ain't had no kids? You know, your time running out. And then they go to the doctor and find out that they're infertile, that they're incapable of having kids. You know what I'm saying? I just might cut my whole family off, because my whole family, motherfucking Tiara, where them kids at? Nigga, I ain't even got a job. I'm going to school full time, and I'm still trying to go to law school, but you talking about kids. Shit. Child, please. Let me do me first, all right? But I'm just saying, like, we need to realize this. People have a lot of stuff going on. We need to stop focusing on these little minute things, because at the end of the day, your race, your sexuality, your employment, the vehicle you drive, that house that you living in, those cars that you wear, that jewelry that you wear, that hairstyle that you wear, ain't none of that gonna get you into heaven. And at the end of the day, we all gonna die, and ain't none of that gonna stop you from dying. So let's not make it a motherfucking priority of our lives. I love everyone, and I do mean that truly. If I deleted you, nigga, I was pissed at you at some point. I love you. Give me some time. I gotta get me together, because people really don't know. And I say this because people got stuff going on, and we need to stop the division. We focusing too much on negativity. Motherfucking rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? This man was doing so much for the community and died, was killed last night. That is why I say we need to stop. I don't know if this pertains to the motherfucking conspiracy, whether the government is motherfucking out here, you know, assassinating people because they want to really keep people down, which is a high possibility. Or if it was really, you know, people that was hating on his progress, his step up. Because there are some people that's envious of other people. We need to stop, okay? Your blessing is not the same as mine. Let me tell you something. Our mission is the same, but our journey is not. You know who said that? I don't know. So I'm going to claim it because it popped up in my head yesterday. Our mission is the same, but our journey is not. At the end of the day, we all have a goal. We all trying to get somewhere, but our journey is not the same. So we need to stop judging the next person and holding the next person accountable to the levels of ourselves. Stop that. Stop comparing people to you. You is not me. I is not you. I'm not you. You know what I'm saying? I know the right way. You know, I'm trying to bring light to a heavy situation. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, and to his family and everything. I'm gonna speed this along. Y'all be blessed. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Once again, I love y'all. Let's show love to everyone, no matter transgender, no matter religion, religious background. All of that stuff is irrelevant, because at the end of the day, we all gonna die.